What's going on, guys? This is Damian from the Lookout, and I'm here with Milosz. Milosz took 5th place at the Pyrkon event with King Vegeta out of all cards. Show us your deck, man.
Yeah, it's King Vegeta. I really like this deck. I played this deck before Field Errata, and I think I give him second chance, and it's okay. So, leader King Vegeta and the field. This is the K cards. So this field has a errata that if I play one Young Invaders, I have to pay 1 energy, but I think it's still quite okay. And Young Invaders are to this and to this. When I play this card, my opponent has to put life in his drop and draw 1 card, and this is quite useful because sometimes I can put some SCRs on other K cards in their drop area from their life. And this Vegeta has unique, so I play 2 of this and 2 of this, and I think this enough is only work when my opponent has 5 or less life, so I think it's quite enough. Later I play this one's Vegetas or this one's Vegetas. It depends. If I go first, I have advantage in energy, so I can play this Vegeta as it's critical, is 19, so it's better, and I can be tap out because my opponents at 2 energy don't hurt me as much. But if I go second, I prefer to play this Vegeta switching gears. Is put 1 card on the top or the bottom of my deck and draw 2 cards, and it's quite good. And in this deck I can go to scenario. I can go in Vegeta 5 drop, or I can go in Jiren. It depends against who I play. If I need more field controlled, I can go in this one. If I know that my opponent KO'd or destroys these Vegetas, they unplay Jiren and he lost his resources to avoid this Vegeta, so it's quite okay because then I play Jiren, and for me it's still okay to play. And
awesome.
And this Jiren and this Videl is perfect couple. I make this deck once again when this Videl comes out. And power of
everyone is cheering for the Dragon Ball event in Europe, in Poland.
Yeah, this Videl, Jiren, Vegeta and either out after Awaken can decrease power to 0 of any card. My opponent sometimes plays SCR. He is very lucky that he won, but no, I give him -10 from this, -20 for this, and -10 from this, so it's 0, and I won this battle today. Really noisy. Okay, and this is quite obvious, but I play this Napas.
Okay.
I really like this card because it struggles only against blue decks, as God Ceiling can hit them, but any other colors, maybe sometimes yellow, they have to take this 1 crit from his auto, and as well is critical 20 power, so it's quite good card.
Yeah, that's an awesome tech. I haven't seen anyone playing this card.
Yeah, nobody expected, so it's perfect for best of 1.
This is spice, man.
Yeah, this is spice. And I was playing 4 of this, but I have 1 better Nappa. I show it later. So this Nappa, nobody expect this, as you said, so then it worked. Later, this King Piccolo is also a very good card because in current meta we have Blue Unison and his -1 is powerful -1, but this card is great against blue decks because he has deflect, so no care, God Ceiling, barrier, no care, Blue Unison. My opponents cannot activate blocker against this card.
No Blue Unison.
Yeah. And I can always deal damage to my opponent when he negates this attack. I'm trying to have more life than my opponents to use this effect. For example, when I attack when he's at 1 life, this card is great. He cannot attack this, cannot negate this attack. and this card is very good with this card. Sometimes
Okay.
people see this Piccolo is only 20. He think that he can combo with that, but then, for example, I have at least 3 trunks, and this trunks, when I combo with red battle cards, it gets additional 5k combo. So it's only 20, but now it's 40.
Yeah.
And opponent didn't expect that, so
Yeah.
he didn't want to negate this attack due to his auto, that he can take damage from that, so he didn't negate. Then I can use these ones, and it's always surprise, nobody expect that. Later, this Kaioken, this deck suffers against barrier.
Yeah.
Decreasing power is very powerful technique. His destroys indestructible or something like that. But if I play against yellow, for example, no new Trunks Vegeta, this Trunks who rest my first battle card is a problem. But with that I can use it, and minus 25 ignoring barrier is quite okay. Or I played today against Bulma, who spams many of blockers, and this Kaioken win me the game. I just put it, it's deflect, so I don't care, auto is going. Whole field was KO'd.
I didn't get the chance to play against you, but I also played Bulma, and that Kaioken won me games as
Yeah.
well.
Later is this super combo.
Yeah.
There is no
Standard.
better super combo because it's searchable before Awaken, because it's red cyan with energy cost 5 or less. It's very perfect. Sometimes I need to fresh my hand because sometimes I have too many nappas or something, so it's good. Of course, Fire and Race is pretty good against decks like U7, where is big boys. Against Unizones like my Unizon Jiren or Boo is, I think, is type of.
You don't think that four is not too much for you?
No, this card is, I sometimes needs more, even more than 4.
Okay.
It's in my locals I play against very much decks with 20 with cards with power 20 or more, so it's very useful. And today I think the same. My opponent plays new Golden Frieza Unizon. I have 1 energy. He has this Unizon with Empower, so dual triple, and that's all.
Yeah.
And that's all. Later, Imposing
Awesome.
Presence 2 I think is quite enough, but in side deck I have other 2 because this deck suffers against Unison. I can minus even many battle cards, but I cannot minus Unison. Only Jiren has that effect. But this Imposing is really great against Unison because it gets minus 10k, and if you want attack with Unison, he has to give him minus 5k. So 2 copies is quite okay. 2 Wolfang Fist, 3 Wolfang Fist. I think this is quite enough, because sometimes it's very good when I don't have energy, sometimes strike to me. I use this for free. This is minus 15, additional minus 10k from leader, and it's minus 25. So it's very good. To testing the opposition, this leader can awaken when my opponent has 4 life, for example. Then I can awaken, and I have to make my life at 5. So this is perfect. This is perfect because I need 4 life to use super combo, fresh my hand or something like that. So this card fits perfect into this deck. This is quite obvious with Jiren. Is also good because my opponent cannot activate blocker. It's free 20k, so it's very good. SS4 Vegeta. I play Bardock.
So this is your choice.
This is my choice, yeah.
Okay.
It's sometimes very good. Sometimes my opponent, for example, has 2 cards in hands or something. One is negation or 2 negations. I use this. He has to discard, swing with that, and then I can swing with other things. But I must be. Nappa. Where's my Nappa? Nappa permanent.
Okay.
Nappa didn't work when I have black cards in my drop area.
Okay.
So this card is used only when I really go for the game. Because earlier, if I use this, Nappa just didn't work with his auto to deal damage. So, but I still play one because it's quite okay. And SCRs, my fourth Nappa.
Yes, yeah, the best red LCR in the game.
Yeah, this is the best SCR, as you said, and it's for me, but it's additional Nappa, to be honest, because I prefer to don't attack with that. I'm afraid of Vegeta Final Flash, Buyunizon, many things, but I play him. Opponent leader gets minus 5k, I deal 1 damage to him, and then I can switch Jiren, where is in fact 25 in this moment. For example, Nappa is 25 critical, Piccolo is 25 double strike. So this card can win games, and for example against Cell, new Cell from Ultimate decks, it's perfect to destroy his Vegeta Unison. He has 7, for example, 7 markers. He is quite confident that he will make me only 3 cards in hand. But then I just in my 4 turn or 5, I can use this, destroy his Unison, destroy his cells on the field, and it's quite useful. But it's one of the best
It's
SCR.
the best. It's amazing, man.
And that's all. That is my King Vegeta, who nobody expects.
Yeah. I think like these decks, when you take like a rogue deck to this, like this was a best of 1 pre-side event.
Yes.
And yeah, if you take like something like this, man, you just fly. Like it was amazing watching you play at top tables with King Vegeta, who everyone says is now it's trash.
Yeah, it's dead,
like,
but it's not.
No, awesome. Thank you so much for
Thank you
doing
too.
this with us. It was an awesome event, and yeah, do you have any last words for viewers? Shout outs, anything?
I think Europe is not die. We are still struggling. We are still trying to make events, and I think we will meet here next year, maybe in bigger events than this year. So that's enough, I think.
Okay, thanks, man. And
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching.